I'd like to call the Village of North Little Trustees meeting to order. Audience members are requested to sign on the sheet provided at the registration table there. Citizens wish to be heard on topics not listed on the agenda may speak under item C. Roll call. King?
Present.
Will?
Here.
Streeter? Here. Moore? Here. Stand for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Any citizen participation? Okay, 6:02. Lori will call the public hearing to order. Approving the ordinance O-2018-02, rezoning parcels 1 industrial to business. That's the property over on Prospect, where the old foundry used to be. Anybody have any comments in the audience?
I live next door to that property, what's going in there, what's planning
I
to go
could-
in there?
Oh, planning to go in there?
I can take that. At this point, the rezone, the ordinance is just a rezone. We're rezoning it from industrial to B1. It's really making it more usable. It's really what it should be zoned because it's like similar zone to what the PDQ site and all those sites along there are B1. So this is simply just changing the zoning. The proposal, which really isn't under discussion at this point, but I can at least share that information because it wasn't a public meeting last week. They're looking to put up a building that is basically going to be divided into 4 or 5 different sections where maybe like an HVAC type company or an electrical company would have a small office and a bathroom along with a garage space area. So that's what, right now, what they're proposing to put on the site. But this is simply changing the zoning of the site to make it more buildable.
All right.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else have any comments? Second time? Third time, any comments on the ordinance? If not, we'll close the public hearing at 6:04. Any announcements? Okay. President's business, police department, Darren?
Thank you.
No green light?
No.
Grab the one next to you, see if that works.
All right, I handed out the monthly report for January. As you can see, it was a pretty busy month for us. It actually started out slow, but things really picked up toward the end of the month, and have continued that way now through February. Also wanted to report that we finished up our CPR and AED recertification training today. Just wanted to thank EMS Director Eric Butler, who served as our instructor for that. That's all I have.
Thanks, Darren. Fire EMS, Jake?
Hi, thank you. Just to go over a little bit of the sheets I handed out tonight. The larger sheet, the reason why some of those are bolded is because 2 of them were self-dispatched. 2 of our guys were here on January 18th and noticed there was smoke coming from a dumpster, so they went over there. There was some ashes in there, so they put the ashes out inside. January 24th was a RIT call. I'm gonna continue to make those stand out a little bit just because of the fact that there's only 6 guys right now that are certified through the county to respond to RIT calls, so that's why there's not very many that come down to the station for those. And that last one was an EMS call where there had been a few guys standing around and came and gave us a hand when we went up to Pioneer Road. For EMS, we've been quite busy. Year to date, we have 128 runs, which is just over 2.5 a day. So last year we ran just over 700 and if we continue this, we'll almost hit 1,000, so it's growing substantially. And we also started a hiring process for 2 more firefighter paramedics. Big thing that we're looking for now is experience, 1 to 2 years, and willing to work with guys that don't have Fire One to get them through that, since we can't use state aid and it doesn't cost the department to send them to school. So that is where we are at, and that is all I have tonight.
Thanks, Jake. Public Works, Nick?
Thank you. Last week, a lot of my time was spent preparing for the utility audit, which was today. They usually had planned on being here 2 days. Due to the weather, they decided to leave early today. And they actually are probably not coming back tomorrow, just due to the weather, so they're gonna do more of their work remotely. We've also been getting ready for Indiana Avenue. That bid is next Tuesday on the 27th. We were gonna have a pre-bid meeting tomorrow. We actually canceled that also for a number of reasons, partially because the auditors were supposed to be in this room tomorrow, but now they won't be. But it's a small enough project. We usually like to have these pre-bid meetings with the contractors, but in this case, it's really a small project. We're comfortable canceling that. However, we will still continue to have that bid on next Tuesday. There's a lot of interest right now. Such a small project too. I'm surprised how much interest we have. And part of our plan was to get it out very early. This is very early to get a project out the door, and that's, you try to get that first project of the year for these contractors, and they're usually pretty aggressive with their pricing. So I think our plan is coming together that way. We continue to meet and talk with the school on both their Friendship Learning Center reconstruction, remodel, addition project, along with, now we're meeting with them, I believe, next week to talk about the other site, the high school, middle school. They're doing a lot less work there, but some changes there. We're gonna meet with them next week on that. And then, I noted last week, we did go out on sidewalks. I think we did 145 door hangers. During the time that happened, we had some pretty nice weather, and some of that melted off. We ended up shoveling one of them, I believe. But everybody got their warning and reminder, I guess, so that I think the next time it snows, a lot more people take care of that. So it's always, the first time we go out of the year is always a lot of work, and it usually cleans up a lot of those in the future. So just so happened this winter, we just didn't have a lot of measurable snow amounts that stuck around, so we didn't get out until this last week, so. So they get a warning, it's not a warning, they get a shovel notice. They have till the following day to remove the snow, and if they don't, then we go out and shovel it for them. Now, the next time, if those people, they don't get that warning anymore, you go out, if they haven't shoveled, you can actually shovel it and then charge them for it. So it's really not a warning. They do have to, it's until if they don't shovel it, then we shovel it and they get charged for it, so. I have nothing else.
Okay, thanks, Nick. Consent agenda. Approve the minutes of the following village board meeting, February 5th, 2018. Approve invoices and authorize checks to be drawn on the respective funds in the amounts indicated. General fund, $46,367.20. Library fund, $1,363.36. EMS fund, $1,889.56. Capital project, $6,668.92. Water department, $2,342.35. Wastewater department, $2,338.05. Community development, $94,764.02. Stormwater fund, $4,117.85, for a grand total of $159,851.31. And number 3, approve or deny a operator's license for, I don't know how to do the first name, but Caldera for Jens. Motion to accept the consent agenda.
I'll make that motion to accept the consent agenda as read.
I'll second it.
Motion by Will, second by King to approve the consent agenda. Any questions? Anything, Keith?
No.
Okay. If not, all in favor, say aye. Approving?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Administration, discussion, possible action on reviewing the subcommittee attendance allowance.
Can I take that? I mean, originally, I had put that on the agenda, and I was just more or less having a discussion of it, and we ended up acting on it, but it's not our practice to make adjustments those until budget time, so I would recommend we delay it until next fall during budget time. I know it's not a lot of money, but it's the principle, so
Okay.
that's just my 2 cents.
Right. Okay, let's do the ordinance.
Well, let's see if everybody agrees.
So are you making a motion to?
I'll make that motion to delay it until budget time next year.
Okay,
I'll second it.
all right, motion by Will, second by Streeter to delay that committee allowance till budget time. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, ordinance. Zero dash 2018-02, rezoning parcels 1-1 and industrial district to B1 district. Second reading, roll call. Keith?
Yes.
Jim? Yes? Mike Streeter?
You need a motion to approve
Oh,
the ordinance.
that's right.
No.
I'll make a motion that we approve ordinance 2018-2, rezoning parcels from 1-1 industrial district to B1 business district.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by King, second by Streeter to approve the approving of ordinance 2018-02. Roll call.
I guess I'd like to have a little discussion. I missed that meeting for the plan commission, and did you share any
Yep.
thoughts or
Yeah, so
discussion about
The
that?
plan commission did recommend to the village board to approve of this. There was very much, not a lot of discussion on this topic, just because it falls in line with everything around it, along with it's on our future land use map, our 2020 future land use map. This is zoned as B1 in the, or I shouldn't say it's zoned as B1, it's called out as business use. So, and it's also surrounded by business, B1 zoning in that area, so the plan commission unanimously approved, or recommended to approve to the village board passing this ordinance for the rezone.
I see them over there doing a little digging already today. Is that just for
It's
samples or
just-
something?
They're just doing some test holes out there to see what they got for ground, yep.
Okay.
Okay. Any communications?
You gotta take a
Haven't
vote.
finished that.
Roll call vote?
Again? Okay, I thought you did. Okay, Keith?
Yes.
Mike Streeter?
Yes.
Mike Will?
Yes.
Jim Moore, yes. Okay, moving on. Communications, any?
I'd just like to remind everybody there is a primary tomorrow, so please get out and vote. There's a primary for village president and also the Wisconsin Supreme Court Justice, I believe. So that's also a very important one, so get out and vote,
If you can make it.
if you can make it.
I guess I can make one too, if you don't mind, Jim.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd just like to announce that North Bonny Fest is looking for committee members. We're running really short this year. We have a bunch of people out of town, and we're struggling with help, not just for North Bonny Fest, for outdoor rec also, so.
Did you want to mention how it's changing?
Well, that, we're talking about changing it, because of that issue, not having enough help to run the event. We are looking at making it an event for just an evening event, starting at 4 o'clock. We're looking at possibly not having to run, or the parade, or the carnival. And we still have softball during the day, but we have another meeting in a month to finalize everything, but that's the direction we're going with because of, we can't get enough help to run the event.
What's that date, Mike? Do you remember? Is it?
I think it's the 9th.
Is it 18th?
16th. So, I mean, we have another meeting, I think it's the 11th or something, is it Sunday?
I mean, yeah, that's what I meant. What date for the next meeting? I'm sorry.
I believe it's March
March
11th.
11th.
Okay.
March 11th, yes.
So the
Yeah, it's in your
public is invited, so
Public's
whoever-
invited, and we're
whoever
looking
wants
at,
to come.
the parade has been a nice thing for the village. The run, walk thing's a huge thing for the village at one time a year, and it's pretty sad a lot of that stuff's going away, so it could go away. So
How many bodies are we talking about, Mike?
we would probably need for North County Fest, I would say 3 to 4, but outdoor rec would need a bunch of people to man the food concession stands and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I know they boys and girls baseball, softball, whatever it is, and they're pretty much the committee members are just doing it. That's what I was told, so.
Okay.
Is there someone we could get in contact with, I guess, if we can't make that meeting on the 11th?
Yeah, if you wanna call the village office, I won't be in the office tomorrow, but I will be in on Wednesday. I can give you the phone number of the president. Her name is Sherry Van Meers.
Okay.
Okay. Any new business? Motion to adjourn.
Jim, for new business, are you gonna mention, well, you're gonna wait till the next agenda? Never mind.
Okay. Motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Motion by Streeter, second by King to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?